lost in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is a statement to appreciate all that is vacant. It's just for the taking. If you make up your mind, you can take it. I'm never complacent. I would work in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, 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 yeah. Growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping. Yeah, oh my God, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading. Yeah, oh, no way, I ain't gon' stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just go. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. No, I'm not down, no, I'm not out. If I got a voice, they gon' hear me shout. I can make my own choice and we've all got a mouth. I'ma make noise, yeah, that I don't doubt. I don't feel failure, not yet. Mistakes they make, yeah, better don't regret. And like Drake said, man, I'm upset. Too many people out here wasting their breath, yeah, yeah. And still I feel like we've just all been going crazy. Too many people need to find themselves some safety. Just take control of your life, it's all day to day, yeah. Don't need nobody else, myself can always save. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. People look the other way, and we all deal with our pain. Oh yeah. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days, never knowing the right way. had some different plans. It's broken by design, and I left all of my friends. I wish that I was fine, but the pain, it never ends. It's never summertime, winter always pulls me in. And I feel so lost, and I feel so down. No, this pain won't stop, with my face up on the ground. And I wish I could drop, and just make myself drown in the life that is not. Yeah, you always let me down. You left me outside in the cold again. I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within. Took over my life, so it has to end. It's over this time, yeah, you came and went. You left me outside in the cold again. I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within. Took over my life, so it has to end. It's over this time, yeah, you came and went. I know that I might be crazy. I wish that I could forget you, baby. I don't know why, but I feel lost lately. Looking for someone who might just save me. I don't wanna waste any time, I'll be fine. Have to get you all out of my mind, so I grind. Don't know what I'm looking for, I feel like I'm blind. Wish that I could just go and rewind back. You left me outside in the cold again. I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within. Took over my life, so it has to end. It's over this time, yeah, you came and went. You left me outside in the cold again. I think I'm alright, but I'm lost within. Took over my life, so it has to end. It's over this time, yeah, you came and went.
Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror. So foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate.
Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want.
Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, everyday, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown, they wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises, and when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared I walk a straight path. Not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown, they wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises, and when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Hey, how we doing? Are you all there? Can you hear me? How's the audio? Is it okay? Oh. Right, let's crack on. So I hope everyone's had a nice couple of days since we last met. It's good to see you all again. I didn't find Sweden particularly expensive. Just in the pre-rolled chat there. It was certainly expensive for alcohol, but other than that, it pretty much evened out with the rest of Europe. France is cheap for alcohol, but expensive for everything else. Anyway, let's crack on. So, I'll tell you what I want to start with today. And I made this tweet not that long ago. All this stuff that's going on in the Middle East and all these wild theories, right? Wild theories. But they all are predicated on this they. Now, who are they? I mean, I put out a tweet the other day. If you're going to say they in a tweet, I think it's only fair. Excuse me. It's only fair that you define who they are, because this is just ridiculous. Everybody just says they want this, they're doing this, they want that, they want you to do this. Who are they? You know, name names, because if you're just saying an elusive they, it means nothing. People are just making shit up, and they've been doing this. They have been doing this forever, but more and more people are just making stuff up to make themselves seem important, I think. I mean, and some of these analysts, oh my God, there was one the other day who gave us, was it this morning? He gave us some deep info, that the US, what was it? It was something like, oh God, I can't remember it. That's ridiculous. But it was like he gave us some deep info that what's his name, Lloyd Austin, had actually said 2 days ago in a press conference. So that's not info, mate. It's a press conference, and you're just being a bit late and putting it out there. Yes, Tony, it is. That's them. So I adjusted my camera. I think that's a bit better. I'm kind of front and centre now. And I turned my light down. Well, I turned the output down, I think, so it's more of a eerie red glow. Although we'll lose that soon because Halloween will be over. And we'll be back to normal. Anyway, right, so that's us. I don't think we're ever going to find out who they are because I don't think they exist. Governments run countries. Well, corporations run governments. So the corporations run countries, probably. So go and watch Rollerball. Go and watch Rollerball 1975. Jonathan. So, and it's all about corporatism. It's like growing up watching all these movies. It's like they've all come true. The only thing I'm still waiting to come true is John Carpenter's Vampires and Ghosts of Mars. But no doubt that'll happen at some point. I think the Prince of Darkness has already been and gone. Right. So let's start with the news proper. So do you remember the Russian oligarch guy who was a big cheese in a Russian oil company, Lukoil, I think it's called, Lukoil. So anyway, you remember how he died by falling out of a hospital window? And then someone else in the company died from another strange ailment. And now the CEO has died from a heart attack at quite a young age as well. So that oil company was engaged in some anti-war propaganda. So who knows what could have happened, but I have said that you don't want to cross Mr. Putin because things happen, and you did hear it here. I'm pretty sure that I certainly said that Mr. Prigozhin was a dead man walking, and that turned out to be true. Whether it was an accident or not, we'll never know. But you can make up your own mind. Because you're big people. You're all adults. You're allowed to make up your own mind. I'll give you information. You go away, make up your own mind. Just like Andrew did today. He has become acerbic in his responses to our political masters. I was so proud today. What do you mean, what? John Carpenter Vampires? That's a movie. John Carpenter's Vampires. You need to watch it. It's what's his name? Oh, the good guy, the one that doesn't take any crap. Oh, good grief! My memory is gone. What is going? I'm gonna have to go on a fast or something. The I follow him. He's one of the few actors I actually follow. Anyway, Wood. Is his name Wood? Anyway, something like that. Right, where are we? So yeah, strange shenanigans ongoing in Russia. Now, on a similar vein, the Chinese... Now, he's not quite the defence minister. I'm not quite sure where he sits in the John Woods, that's... John Woods? John Woods? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so he's basically in charge of the political outpourings of the Defence Ministry of China. And he disappeared. He disappeared for a few weeks, a few months, I think, maybe now. And apparently he's now been fired by Xi. Now he's another guy that, put it this way, I'm not going to China. Not after that. Did you watch the letters from Xi? I am not going to China. Not now. Because I think I would probably disappear. Yeah, I think you got to watch China. And you got to watch Xi. That's for James Woods. Yes, James Woods. Thank you, Tony. Right, anyway, where were we? Let's go back. So yeah, China's at it as well, but they always have been. They're a strange bunch. You got to watch them. I still think China and Russia and probably Iran are gonna. I've still got an inkling that something's going to spark off in the Far East. You know, and I'm not saying Taiwan. I think an incident on some kind of Spratly Island thing would be ideal because it's a contested area anyway. You know, Indonesia claim it. I think Vietnam claims some of them. They're all under dispute, and China's building stuff on them. So even a little false flag out there would wreak havoc. And then, of course, then America would be then on 3 fronts. That would be interesting. Yeah, you don't have to. If you go to Japan, don't show any tattoos because people think you're a criminal if you're tattooed. They won't talk to you. That's why I keep telling Ben. Ben wants to go to the Japan, but you get tattoos in his fingers and everything. You need to like wear fake skin because nobody would talk to him. I don't think Africa's not a great location for another front at this moment in time. I can't see that coming, Andrew. It's more kind of, I think the French. I don't see America getting involved in Africa because I think they're too busy in the Gulf. But I could definitely see them getting involved in something that happened. They would definitely get involved in something that happened in the Far East, particularly if it threatened somewhere like Japan, New Zealand, or Australia. But that would be quite interesting, and it would certainly stretch America because America's stretched just now. Because I think it turns out that the 155 ammunition that's now on its way back to the Far East came from the Far East in the first place. So I think it was staged over to Poland to be deployed to Ukraine, and now it's been moved back to Egypt in case the Israelis need it. Now, we've got a Speaker of the House in America. Republican Mike Johnson has been elected. Well, Speaker-elect. So, first thing he's done is pass or put forward an aid bill for Israel. Yay! You can go to Japan if you've got tattoos, just don't expect people to talk to you. And you won't get into certain places, like public baths and swimming pools, that kind of thing. Saunas. Nah. They won't let you into these things. Right, where were we? As if it couldn't get any worse for West Yorkshire Police. They've obviously still got that lunatic out there. What? She's out of control, isn't she? What was that? That was complete fear. You know, she didn't have a clue what she was doing. You know, and it was it was a rather disappointing exhibition of today's modern day policing. It was really, really abysmal. So yeah, I think West Yorkshire Police really need to get a hold of her and take her off the street, because I'd say she's the kind of person that's going to inflame a situation, and something's going to go wrong somewhere, because the way she was behaving was just completely out of control. She's it's like I think she used it all in the first spray as well, because you saw her like spraying it, but nothing was coming out. But yeah, it's just not right. Just not right. She needs to be sorted. West Yorkshire, if you're watching, and I'll say you aren't, get a grip. I mean, it's not a good look. It is not a good look. Right. So it turns out that the conspiracy theories abound, but it turns out, yes, the UK government was tracking the internet usage of teaching assistants and teachers and librarians. It was tracking their internet activity in order to make sure that they weren't going off-piste when it came to educating our little young ones about certain narratives. So didn't want them telling the young ones what may or may not be the truth. But it's well seen that the government does have long tendrils, and we know it does. You know, almost everything that you do can be looked into. So you've got to be pretty sharp to keep yourself off the air, so to speak. Right. The SNP ferry debacle, which is now, and this was a fixed price deal of 97 million for these two ferries. It's now at that's the wrong rollerball, Vaughn. So it's James Caan you're looking for, 1975. So anyway, the SNP ferry is now at 438 million or something, and they're claiming that there were some of the cost overruns are because of design flaws, and it was so complicated to build. It was more complicated than building a warship. Yeah. I've been to Greenock quite a few times. I've actually seen the ferries in the flesh. I should maybe take a run down and film the ferries. But yeah, Ferguson Marine's not a big yard, you know. It's not. It was on the verge of bankruptcy anyway when the SNP took it over. Now I think the SNP are now selling it back to the private owners. So, but at a reduced price. So I think everybody wins apart from the Scottish people. But at least Himsa's come out on side of the Scots. Have a look at the latest Himsa video. He's saying we need more aid in Scotland. It tells you the truth, Vaughn. That's what it does. It tells you the truth. If you'd watched more of these boomer movies, you might be more aware. Anyway, the London tube driver that led the Free Palestine chants on the subway in London, obviously, has been suspended. So that's quite interesting. I saw some people were saying, oh, it wouldn't have been that if he'd been saying, free Ukraine. It's hardly the same thing, is it? Well, mind you, I suppose. Well, it's not. I just think I think London's a lost cause, don't you? Really? And Birmingham, and Bradford, Rotherham. I don't know how many other places are a lost cause, but I think there's quite a few. Glasgow's certainly not looking great, but at least we're still 96% indigenous population up here. Right, moving on. NHS England is having a bit of a inquiry into why it's inviting dead people to come forward for their boosters. You can't make this crap up. Imagine your dearly departed has shuffled off this mortal coil in the last 2 years, and you're getting letters to the door inviting them to come for their annual boosters. That's not good. That is not good, is it? Oh. Oh. Shamima Begum has apparently won her High Court appeal to come back to the UK. The judge found it unlawful to stop her, so I think she's coming back. There we go. Right. We're rattling through the news at some rate. This is what happens when you don't have someone interrupting you, isn't it? Let's see, is there anything in the chat that we need to talk about? Vaughn and Shalini are having their domestic. Tony Vaughn, older movies tend to be better. Lack of CGI and digital required more effort and creativity and framing due to costs. You're correct, Tony. Well, actually, that's quite a good point. And there's been a big debate, and I might take this up with Ed tomorrow night as well. There's been a kind of big debate just now about people that use AI to create things, that aren't artists or aren't artists of any kind, so and they're using AI to make pictures or paintings and to make videos and to make music and stuff like that. Are these people aren't artists. You can't call them creators, or can you? As they are in the prompt, really. We've all got away with words to some degree, I suppose, but can your prompting skills be called art? I mean, and remember, the courts have said that no, an AI generated image isn't copyrightable because there's no human intervention or no real human intervention in making it unique. So it's not going to be copyrightable, certainly not in the UK. So that would tend to say that no, artists, the art isn't in the prompt. The art is in putting some human touch into something other than just telling a machine what to do. So I think that's quite interesting. Let me see how we're doing in the chat. Rob Bruce, hi, nice to see you again. If it is who we think it is, Ben said you have to phone him because you've got his phone number. So you've just to phone him and he'll give you details. Right. Depends on the individual piece. I'm not sure what you mean there, Vaughn. If it's just a prompt, then I don't think there's no real human intervention. Shalini wants to watch White Christmas and Some Like It Hot, I think. Some of the old what's his name? Curtis and Tony Curtis and who was the other guy? Dean Martin and all that. Some of their movies are quite funny, yeah. So do we I know there's been this rumour that the Ukrainian secret, sorry, not the Ukrainian, the Canadian Secret Service smuggled big, what's her name, Shemima, into Syria. Is that true? Is it confirmed? Oh, yeah, catch up. Teleportation was quite a deep conversation. I thought I quite enjoyed it. And it did get a little bit deep, but I think we had fun there. I think we had fun. Shalini Vaughn hates your old movie collection. Probably, yeah, but it's no, I don't think we never find answers, Rob. That's the problem. We never find answers. Right, where were we? Oh, they're speaking about Canada. What's Canada done now? So they're kind of going down the UBI route. They're looking at that because they're saying that a lot of Canadians are struggling, obviously because of rising cost of living, lower unemployment because they basically put businesses out of commission over the last 2 to 3 years. And much like they've done across most of the Western world, to be fair. I mean, many small businesses are struggling. I know ours still is. And it's not looking great. Because I think people are scared. I think people are just scared to come out. I think that's the problem. And especially when you know how people, you know how you get colds and sniffles at this time of year. As soon as it starts, they're like, oh, I'm cancelling. I'm not coming. And it's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. You maybe got a cold. But no, they're just like, whereas before you would take 2 days, then go back to your work. Now people are taking 2 weeks and then saying I need a phased return. People have become so soft. It's quite disappointing, it really is. And yet, people that are small businesses have got to try and keep going. And you can't. It really is a struggle. It really is a struggle. Elf is good. Elf is funny. We should have a movie. We should have a movie night. We'll just chat about movies one night coming up towards Christmas. We get some. I watched a movie last night. Actually, it was called Back in the Day. It was awful. It was one of these. You know how you get these free movies on YouTube. There's channels like Popcorn Flicks and things like that. Just put out. There's usually ecologically based movies about some kind of climate disaster, but they usually have a big star who's in it for like 2 seconds, and then it's all non-entities. But some of them are quite humorous and quite funny. But the one I watched last night, called Back in the Day, was made by the lead actor because he was the producer, the director, and the lead actor. So obviously it was a bit of a what would you call it, vanity project. But the thing that attracted me to it was Marina Baccarin was in it. And she was in it throughout the whole movie. I mean, there you go. So at least there was that. Emma Caulfield was in it as well. Now, I can't remember what Emma Caulfield was in. Was it Buffy or something like that? But yeah, I remember her and saw and vaguely recognised her. So it probably wasn't that bad. Well, it wasn't that great a movie. It was trying too hard. It was trying too hard to be the kind of movies that I watched as a teenager. Like Porky's and The Warriors and Wanderers and all that. What was the other one? Yeah, Porky's was hilarious. There was, all these coming of age teen movies that I don't think they seem to do them with The Breakfast Club and stuff like that. Pretty in Pink, Some Kind of Wonderful. All these teen angst movies, but they don't seem to do them anymore, or maybe they do and I just don't see them. But it was quite cool. It was quite cool. Right. Right. Well, here's a question for you. Here's a question. I've written down the question that I wanted to ask you all. Because we've seen quite a few people in America talking about a draft. like they did when they were fighting in Vietnam. Well, they drafted many of the population into go to war for your country. Although in Vietnam, you really weren't going to war for your country. You were going to war for quite a few other reasons. But let's not get into that right now. So the question is there a need for a draft where there isn't an existential risk to you or your country? Because there wasn't an existential risk to America when they were fighting in Vietnam. So why should they be drafting people in to fight when really they're not fighting to preserve their own way of life? They're fighting against ideals that really came to nothing anyway. So it's just one of those things. I certainly see there's a lot of pushback from millennials on social media saying there's no way anyone is going to turn up, if there's a draft. Anybody that wants to be in the forces is already in the forces, and there is no chance of people turning up if they're drafted or trying to made to fight. They just wouldn't bother. So yeah, I think it would be the end of the Democrats if they tried that. It really would. Now I'm not sure if Joe Biden is working on the basis that they don't tend to not elect a sitting president if they're in a war footing. So I think maybe he's trying to stir up, or he's trying to be involved in everything he can, so he can make it seem as if they're at war and they need a steady helmet hand at the tiller. I still think that Joe Biden's going to have to pull out at the 11th hour and won't be able to run for this presidency. I really do. I just can't see how he can, because the guy is obviously ill, definitely ill. Oh, they're out to stop Trump at all costs, but we'll see what happens there. Although this guy that's the speaker, this Mike Johnson guy, he's quite pro-Trump, I think. Four candles. Right. Where are we? We are now at Little Vlad. So Little Vlad, apparently, one of his trusted advisors has jumped ship and is blowing the whistle on him, according to the expose. Now we all have to take it with a little pinch of salt, because people that blow the whistle on their former employees have maybe got an axe to grind. So you have to accept that he may be putting quite a bit of egg on it, or he might not be telling the whole truth. But what he is saying is that Little Vlad basically thinks he's omnipotent because his country's at war and he can do anything he likes. And I think Little Vlad does think that. He still gives the impression that he wanders around Europe not asking for things, but telling people they need to give him. He just has a really unfortunate manner about him, and he's got worse as the time has gone on. And did my light just go out? It did. Why did my light go out? It can't be out of battery. Surely. Oh, I shall need to charge it back up. My light went out. Oh, look at that. It's very dull now, hasn't it? Anyway, gremlins, spooky. You can't even see Chaz in these spooky skeletal friend. Little Vlad is a bad boy. He really is. He just needs to get sorted. I'm hopefully not getting swatted. I'm trying to keep under the radar so they don't know where I am. Right. Alaskan Airlines. Did you hear about this one? So Alaskan Airlines are their plane is flying and one of their pilots decides to try and turn all the engines off at 35,000 feet. The other pilot, luckily, manages to subdue him and get him out of there. So he is. He was then found. It was then found that the pilot was on shrooms. And as someone said to me today, well, as that season, it's the shroom season. So yeah, so this guy flying the plane decided to try and turn the engines off, and was then found to be under the influence of psilocybin, i.e. shrooms. He's now being charged with 83 counts of attempted murder, because obviously that's how many other people were on the plane. But yeah, it's just mental. And someone says, what was a pilot thinking doing that? And I'm thinking to myself, if you're a pilot, right, it's probably pretty boring, because there's nothing to do. I mean, these planes all fly themselves, right? You're given a route, you're told when to take off, you're told when to land, you're told the route to flight, you're told what height to fly at, you're told the direction to go in. I mean, you just program it into the autopilot and you sit back and drink tea all day. So why wouldn't you? That's not an endorsement. I'm just explaining what I think was maybe going through this guy's head. Maybe he thought, I'll take the edge off and pass a couple of hours, you know. But yeah, maybe there's an argument for automated planes, because let's face it, sometimes the landings are fully automated, sometimes the takeoffs are fully automated. So really, all your pilot is doing is he's like the fully automated driving experience in Tesla. You're just there in case something goes wrong, you know. So it's probably pretty boring. It's probably and literally I always denigrate pilots a little bit, because effectively they are very highly paid bus drivers. But it's probably harder driving a bus than it is flying a plane these days. Right, we're just about near the end, actually, believe it or not, unless there's something in the... I'll show you something in a minute about something flying with not an umbrella, but close to it. So, from the Mirror today, guy on a business trip hires a prostitute to come to his hotel room, and when he opens the door, it's his daughter. You can imagine how that conversation went. And all I can say is, I'm pretty sure it stopped at that point. Although there was another one that someone was telling me something yesterday about a hen party that went to Amsterdam, and the stag party as well. So they all went to Amsterdam. One of the girls in the hen party got really drunk and went into some kind of, let's just say, there was a hole and it may have been glory. And there was something put through the hole, and she proceeded to perform an act on this member that had been placed through this hole. Now, apparently this was obviously a high-class establishment, because there was a button, and if you push the button and the guy on the other side pushed the button at the same time, you got to see each other. So the screen would clear or something like that. So she thought, that's a laugh, so I'll just push the button, and the guy obviously pushed the button as well. And when she looked up, it was apparently her father. So, who was on the stag party. So, needless to say, this all kicked off, and things have not gone well for that family since they returned from Amsterdam. That's just a nightmare scenario, isn't it? It is absolutely nightmare. Right, and with that, let's have a look at the last item on the list tonight. So, you, uh, do you not find it? Do you guys find it a little bit weird? My chair's sunk. Do you see that? See how low I am now? I need to get a new chair. I need to get a new ram for my chair. So, do you guys find it weird when animals play? You know, like when you catch them playing when they think nobody's looking, like, you know, cats and dogs sliding down slides and things like that, or standing, or, you know, using the roundabout and thinking, you know, that kind of thing, when animals are playing with stuff. I always find it a bit strange, and it's like, maybe there's more in there than you think there is, you know, maybe there's more brain power going on. Well, this owl, apparently in this American town, has taken up with a hobby horse and is flying around the town with it. It's just like an owl witch. Imagine if you saw that. You'd be going, that's a Jersey Devil or something. Check that out. It's a complete and utter nutter. Flying around with a hobby horse. I think it's incredible. I'm just thinking about maybe he's heading off to Finland for the international hobby horse championship. Remember that one? Yeah. So there we go, people. That's been very short tonight. It's only 40 minutes. I don't think I've got an awful lot more to say at the moment because, you know, the news is taken up with what's going on in the Middle East, and really there's only so much you can say because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, the Americans are still posturing. They're putting their carrier. They've got their carrier battle group in the Med. They've got the Eisenhower heading to the Gulf, I think, which is a crazy place to put an aircraft carrier battle group. It really is. And then they've got the Marine Force as well. So those three items have more air power than our RAF has in its entirety. 2 aircraft carriers and a Marine landing battle group. So there you go. It just shows you how big America is and how tiny we are now as a country. And really, we don't need to be spreading ourselves about the globe because we're not capable of doing it. You know, you got to pick what you want to do, and you can't be a major power if you don't have the backup to do it, and we don't anymore. We just don't. So yes, Ben will be back on Friday. So All In on Friday should be with Ben and myself. Tomorrow night I'm going to have I'll think of something. I haven't found anything yet, but I'll find something and we'll go through it with Ed. So Ed the Techie is going to join me for a down the rabbit hole. We'll see how that goes. I think my focus is slightly out. Mind you, that's probably a good thing. It gives me the kind of soft focus so you don't quite see as much of the aged lines and things. I don't know what that big dent in my forehead is. I only ever see it on the TV. Well, yeah, Poland is spending a lot on defence because Poland are, in some respects, I think, quite a warmongering nation at the moment. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm going to do the Halloween thing on Sunday, I think, Shalini, as a one-off, just to keep you interested, if you want. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Chile spends 30%. Bloody hell, but 30% of nothing's nothing. Anyway, right. Well, let's see what happens with Poland though, because remember the Dudas. Well, See, but it's a really complicated system they've got in Poland, because they've not got any definite party in power, and Duda has the veto or something over anything that the new guy wants to put through. So Poland is just really complicated. It's just why make things so complicated? I really don't understand it. It doesn't help when, and they could be in stalemate for ages, because if he could actually reject, Duda apparently can reject this new guy, and then we'd all have to go back to another election. So Poland's just nuts as well. I mean, they're all nuts. I mean, let's face it. Well, all these things are nuts, really, aren't they? But yeah, so that's where we are. So I hope it's been great for you.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build